If you're over 60 and struggling with stiff knees, sore hips, or aching joints, you're not alone. Maybe you've been told it's just normal aging. But what if I told you some of the vegetables you eat every day could actually be making your joint pain worse? That's right. Certain veggies, while generally healthy, can trigger inflammation, stiffness, and even swelling in older adults, especially if you already have arthritis or joint issues. And most people have no idea. Now don't worry, you're not about to be told to cut out all your favorite foods. In fact, once we go over the 3 vegetables you may want to avoid, I'll also show you 3 joint-friendly vegetables that can actually help reduce inflammation, support cartilage, and improve mobility, naturally. The goal here isn't to scare you, it's to help you make smart, simple food swaps so your legs feel stronger, your steps feel lighter, and you can stay active without relying on pain meds or risky treatments. Because let's be honest, no one wants to spend their golden years stuck in a chair or giving up the things they love because their knees can't keep up. So grab a pen or just listen closely, and let's dive into the 3 vegetables that could be quietly making your joint pain worse. After that, I'll share the 3 veggies that can actually help you feel better, starting with your next meal. Let's get into it. Vegetable number 1, to avoid from tomatoes for some seniors with joint pain. Tomatoes are one of the most popular vegetables around. They're colorful, easy to cook with, and full of vitamins like C, A, and potassium. But here's the twist. For some seniors, especially those with arthritis or joint inflammation, tomatoes can actually make symptoms worse. Why? The answer lies in a compound called solanine. Tomatoes belong to a plant family called nightshades, which also includes potatoes, eggplants, and peppers. These plants naturally contain solanine, which in some people can trigger inflammation, especially in the joints. Now, not everyone is sensitive to nightshades, but if you're over 60 and struggling with unexplained joint pain, stiffness, or swelling, especially in your knees, hands, or hips, it might be worth taking a closer look at your diet. Here's what's interesting. Several seniors who cut back on tomatoes reported that their joint pain improved within just a few weeks. This doesn't prove that tomatoes are the cause for everyone, but it's a sign worth paying attention to. You might be wondering, but aren't tomatoes supposed to be healthy? Yes, they are for most people. Tomatoes are rich in antioxidants, especially lycopene, which is good for your heart and immune system. But when it comes to joints and inflammation, bioindividuality matters. What helps one person may not help another. Here are some signs that tomatoes might not be right for your joints. You eat tomato products often, ketchup, pasta sauce, salsa, etc. You experience joint stiffness, especially into the morning. Your joints feel inflamed after certain meals. You have arthritis and can't seem to find relief. If this sounds familiar, try cutting out tomatoes for 2-3 weeks and pay attention to how your body feels. You might notice less swelling, easier movement, or less joint heat at night. Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up tomatoes forever. Some people can tolerate cooked tomatoes better than raw. Others may be fine with small amounts once in a while. What to eat instead? Try switching to anti-inflammatory vegetables like zucchini, leafy greens, or cooked carrots, which are easier on the joints and still full of flavor. In the end, the key is to listen to your body. Tomatoes might be a healthy food in general, but if your joints feel worse after eating them, it's okay to choose something that works better for you. Vegetable number 2, to avoid eggplant. Eggplant, or aubergine as it's called in some countries, is a beautiful deep purple vegetable that many people enjoy in dishes like eggplant parmesan or grilled with olive oil. It's rich in fiber, low in calories, and provides some useful antioxidants. But for some seniors, especially those with joint pain, arthritis, or inflammatory conditions, eggplant may actually be doing more harm than good. Why? Like tomatoes, eggplant belongs to the nightshade family, which means it also contains solanine, a natural compound that can be inflammatory in sensitive individuals. Here's what solanine does. In some people, it can irritate the gut lining and may trigger an immune response that increases joint pain and stiffness. This is especially common in people with autoimmune arthritis, such as rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic arthritis. You might think, but I've eaten eggplant for years. Why would it suddenly be a problem? As we age, our digestion becomes slower and our immune system changes, which can make us more sensitive to foods that never bothered us before. Some seniors also develop low stomach acid or leaky gut syndrome, which can make nightshades like eggplant harder to tolerate. If you notice any of these signs, eggplant could be a trigger. Your knees or fingers swell after eating Italian or Middle Eastern meals. You feel bloated or stiff after eating grilled veggies. You wake up with more joint pain after a big meal with eggplant. One simple way to test this: cut out eggplant and other nightshades for 3-4 weeks, then slowly reintroduce them. If your symptoms improve during the break and worsen when you eat them again, that's a strong clue. A hidden danger: eggplant soaks up oil when cooked, especially in fried dishes. This can make it extra inflammatory because of the high fat content and possible formation of harmful compounds when heated in certain oils. So even if solanine doesn't affect you, the way eggplant is prepared might still cause joint issues. Instead of eggplant, try zucchini, which is gentle on the stomach. Steamed squash, packed with beta-carotene cauliflower, which is anti-inflammatory and versatile. In summary, eggplant may be healthy for many people, but for some seniors with joint or digestive issues, it's a sneaky trigger worth avoiding, especially if you're trying to regain flexibility, comfort, and mobility. Vegetable number 3 to avoid: potatoes, especially fried or processed. Potatoes are a classic comfort food. From mashed potatoes to French fries and hash browns, they're a staple in many senior diets. They're affordable, easy to cook, and familiar. But here's the problem: potatoes, especially in processed or fried forms, can wreak havoc on your joints, especially after age 60. Let's break this down. First, potatoes are part of the nightshade family, just like tomatoes and eggplants. This means they also contain solanine, the compound that may trigger inflammation in some people, particularly those with arthritis or chronic joint pain. But solanine isn't the only concern. Potatoes are also high in simple starch, which the body rapidly breaks down into sugar. This sudden spike in blood sugar causes your body to release insulin, which can lead to increased inflammation, water retention, and joint swelling. Over time, eating lots of potatoes, especially white potatoes, can even contribute to weight gain, which puts more pressure on your knees, hips, and lower back. Now let's talk about how potatoes are often prepared. French fries, potato chips, tater tots, hash browns. These are usually deep fried in oils that are high in omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6s aren't inherently bad, too much of them, especially without balancing omega-3s, can lead to chronic inflammation throughout the body, including in your joints. So while you might be enjoying potatoes with your meals, your joints could be paying the price in the form of stiffness, soreness, or swelling the next day. Signs: potatoes might be hurting your joints. You feel worse after eating fried or starchy meals. You notice your fingers or knees are more swollen or stiff. Your weight is creeping up despite eating healthy. What to eat instead? If you love potatoes, consider switching to sweet potatoes. These are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and lower on the glycemic index. Cauliflower mash, a great low-starch alternative that's easy on the joints. Butternut squash, naturally sweet and full of joint-supporting nutrients like vitamin A and potassium. You don't have to give up potatoes completely, but if you're over 60 and dealing with ongoing joint pain, it's worth reducing fried or heavily processed forms and seeing if your body responds with less inflammation and better mobility. Now that we've talked about 3 vegetables that may secretly be making your joint pain worse, you might be wondering, so what can I eat to actually feel better? Great question. The good news is, while some vegetables can trigger inflammation, others are packed with nutrients that can soothe sore joints, support cartilage repair, and improve flexibility. These vegetables are rich in anti-inflammatory compounds, vitamins and minerals like vitamin C, K1, and magnesium, and even natural antioxidants that protect your joints from further damage. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Just by adding a few of these joint-friendly vegetables to your daily meals, you can start noticing less stiffness in the morning, more comfortable walking or climbing stairs, and even stronger muscles around your knees and hips. So let's dive into 3 vegetables that your body and your joints will thank you for. Starting with one you might already have in your fridge: Vegetable number 1 to ADD, broccoli. If there's one vegetable your joints will thank you for, it's broccoli. This humble green veggie may not look like a superfood, but it's one of the most powerful joint-supporting vegetables you can add to your daily meals, especially after age 60. Let's break down why broccoli is so good for your joints and legs. 1. It fights inflammation at the root. Broccoli contains a compound called sulforaphane, which has been shown in studies to block the enzymes that cause joint damage and inflammation, especially in conditions like osteoarthritis. In other words, broccoli doesn't just reduce the symptoms, it may help slow down the actual joint degeneration that often comes with aging. 2. It's loaded with joint-friendly vitamins. Just one serving of broccoli provides vitamin C, essential for collagen production, which keeps your joints cushioned and strong. Vitamin K, important for bone strength and joint structure. Calcium and magnesium, both help maintain strong bones and smooth muscle function. These nutrients work together to strengthen the structures around your joints, reducing pain, stiffness, and even the risk of falls. 3. It supports a healthy weight. One of the biggest causes of joint pain in seniors is excess weight. Even a few extra pounds put added pressure on your knees, hips, and lower back. Broccoli is low in calories but high in fiber, meaning it fills you up without spiking your blood sugar. This makes it a perfect food for weight management and blood sugar control, both of which help protect your joints long term. 4. It's easy to cook and versatile. Steamed, roasted, stir-fried, or blended into soups, broccoli can fit into almost any meal. Want a quick tip? Drizzle a little olive oil and a sprinkle of turmeric on roasted broccoli for a double anti-inflammatory boost. 5. It supports gut health too. Your gut and joints are more connected than you might think. Poor gut health can lead to increased inflammation throughout your body, including your joints. Broccoli is rich in prebiotic fiber, which helps feed the good bacteria in your gut, leading to better digestion and less whole body inflammation. So if you're over 60 and want to keep moving with comfort and confidence, broccoli should be a regular guest on your plate. It's not just a side dish, it's a form of daily joint support you can feel good about. Vegetable number 2 to ADD, spinach. Spinach isn't just for Popeye. It's one of the best vegetables seniors can eat to protect their joints and legs. Packed with essential nutrients, this leafy green offers powerful benefits for reducing inflammation, improving mobility, and keeping your bones and muscles strong after 60. 1. A natural anti-inflammatory powerhouse. One of spinach's biggest strengths lies in its high content of antioxidants, especially a compound called camphorol. Camphorol has been shown in multiple studies to reduce inflammation in the body, particularly in joints affected by arthritis or aging. It helps block the production of inflammatory cytokines, the chemicals that can make your knees, hips, or fingers swell and ache. If you often feel stiff in the morning or after walking, adding more spinach to your meals could help your body feel looser and more flexible. 2. Loaded with magnesium and potassium. Spinach is also a rich source of magnesium, a mineral that many people over 60 don't get enough of. Magnesium helps muscles relax and prevents cramping. Great news for sore legs and tired knees. It also plays a key role in bone formation, working together with calcium to keep your skeleton strong. And don't forget potassium. It helps balance sodium levels in your body, reducing bloating and water retention in your joints. The result? Less stiffness, more movement. 3. High in vitamin K and calcium. Vitamin K is essential for bone density. Without enough of it, your bones can become brittle, and your joints may feel unstable. Spinach delivers a strong dose of vitamin K plus calcium, helping to maintain bone structure and reduce your risk of falls or fractures. 4. Supports muscle strength and energy. Spinach is a good source of iron, which helps carry oxygen to your muscles and joints. Feeling weak, tired, or like your legs can't keep up? Adding iron-rich foods like spinach may help restore energy and support better circulation to your lower body. 5. Easy to use and make many meals. You don't need to eat bowls of raw spinach every day. Try adding it to omelets or scrambled eggs. Smoothies, you won't even taste it. Soups or stews. Stir-fries with olive oil and garlic. Cooking spinach lightly helps make some of the nutrients more bioavailable, while keeping the inflammation-fighting compounds intact. Bottom line, If you're over 60 and want a vegetable that supports your joints, bones, and muscles all at once, spinach is a smart, simple, and affordable choice. A handful a day could make a real difference in how you move and feel. Vegetable number 3, to AD, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes may not always be thought of as a vegetable for joint health, but for people over 60, they're one of the best foods you can add to your diet to support your joints, muscles, and legs. They're colorful, comforting, and, most importantly, packed with nutrients that reduce inflammation, improve flexibility, and support strong bones. Let's explore why sweet potatoes deserve a regular place on your plate. Champion 1. Rich in anti-inflammatory antioxidants. The bright orange color of sweet potatoes comes from beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that your body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A doesn't just support your vision, it also helps lower inflammation, which is a key factor in joint pain and stiffness. Sweet potatoes are also rich in polyphenols, which can help calm overactive immune responses that contribute to arthritis or muscle aches. If your knees or hips feel swollen, adding sweet potatoes to your meals a few times a week may help calm things down naturally. 2. A great source of complex carbs for energy. Many seniors experience fatigue in the legs or feel like their muscles wear out quickly during a walk. Sweet potatoes provide slow-digesting complex carbohydrates, which help maintain steady energy levels, so you can keep moving without the crashes that come with sugary or processed foods. These carbs also help refuel your muscles, especially if you've been trying to stay active with walking, stretching, or strength training. 3. Packed with potassium and magnesium. Sweet potatoes are loaded with potassium, which helps balance fluids in your body and supports muscle function. They also contain magnesium, which helps prevent muscle cramps, improves sleep quality, and reduces stress, all important factors in overall joint and leg health. Together, these two minerals help keep your muscles working smoothly, which is critical for maintaining mobility as you age. 4. Supports healthy digestion and weight control. One medium sweet potato has about 4 grams of fiber, which helps with digestion, keeps you full longer, and supports a healthy weight. Keeping your weight in check is one of the most important ways to reduce pressure on your joints, especially in the knees and hips. Plus, fiber helps feed the good bacteria in your gut, which can lower whole body inflammation, including inflammation in your joints. 5. Easy and delicious. Sweet potatoes are incredibly versatile. You can bake them whole and add a pinch of cinnamon, mash them with olive oil instead of butter, slice them into wedges and roast them as fries. Add them to soups or stews for extra richness. No matter how you prepare them, they offer a sweet, satisfying way to nourish your joints from the inside out. In short, sweet potatoes are more than just a holiday treat. They're a delicious anti-inflammatory vegetable that supports your legs, joints, and overall energy as you age. Try replacing regular potatoes with sweet potatoes a few times a week, and your body might just thank you for it. We've just gone through 3 vegetables you may want to stay away from, especially if you've been dealing with joint pain or stiff legs. And then we talked about 3 vegetables your joints will absolutely love, like broccoli, spinach, and sweet potatoes. These are full of the good stuff your body needs to move, bend, and feel strong. Now here's the good news. You don't need to change your entire diet overnight. Even just one small change, like adding a little spinach to your omelet or swapping regular potatoes for sweet potatoes, can make a big difference over time. You might start to notice your knees don't ache as much. Your legs feel more stable when you walk. And climbing the stairs doesn't feel like a mountain anymore. Little by little, these changes add up. And that's what matters most. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe for more simple tips on healthy aging, and maybe even share it with someone you care about, a friend, a spouse, or even your walking buddy.